Well done, lads. Congrats. Hi guys, welcome to the briefing for this first stage. Today is a tiring route, where the closing kilometers should suit the punchers. We should be able to get into the top 10 of the stage, but with this hilly route, there are ways to launch attacks from far out and surprise the favourites.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to the Grand Départ of this Tour de France. Located entirely in the Finistère department, this first day of racing should be stage managed by the punchers teams. With a finish on a short 3-kilometre climb, the most explosive riders will surely find an ideal terrain to claim the first yellow jersey of this 2021 edition. Attempt at a breakaway.
Come on, guys. We're on our way for 3 weeks of racing. The first stage will surely go to the punchers. They won't want to pass up the opportunity to take the yellow jersey. Everything should be played out on the final climb. Have a good race.
Counter-attack attempt at the head of the peloton. Is trying to set up a counter-attack.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
To the lead.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. This stage must be a part of his objectives, because his teammates are already managing the time gap.
This track is shit.
Okay,
Why
I'll wait
can't
for
we
him.
use a different bike?
The race leaders will soon be fighting it out for the first King of the Mountain success on this Tour de France. Classified as 4th category, there will be 1 point to be gleaned in the struggle for the polka dot jersey.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
There, where's my bacon sandwich? I hate cycling. Rangers were the effing glue. When we go play Celtic, we're gonna score a few.
His teammates are already supplying the pace to finish in a sprint. The breakaway is forewarned. It's looking good. You've got more than a minute's lead on the peloton.
Boy slow gang.
The next difficulty on this tour is also classified as 4th category. Even though there's only 1 point up for grabs, it should be hotly disputed, because the polka dot jersey is often an objective for the baroudeurs at the start of a tour. A way for them to be rewarded for their efforts.
This stage is fairly uneventful. If you think that nothing special is going to happen, you can advance the clock to the closing kilometer. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat. A chance for the riders to stock up on energy for the rest of the stage. The gap between the peloton and the escapees is stable. The first intermediate sprint of this Tour de France is approaching. They often bear little interest for the breakaway riders, but on the other hand, they're keenly sought out by the sprinters who target the green jersey in Paris.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton. The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute. The breakaway is managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized. We are now a little under 50 kilometers from the end of this first stage, and the riders will soon be attacking the last classified climb before the finish. A finish that will also see points scored for the polka dot jersey.
Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist.
Guys, the final stretch is fairly hilly with a good few bends, so try to stick together at the front of the peloton. Go!
"30 seconds lead for the head of the race." The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
Only 20 kilometers to go before the finishing line in Landerneau, and the breakaway is still trying to hold out against the peloton. We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him.
We're 15 kilometers from the finish for the peloton. He's trying to get out. Watch out! Breakaway over.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
Only a few kilometres left before the denouement of this first stage of the Tour de France. For the moment, the breakaway is out in front.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
The race leaders are entering Landerneau. Another 3 kilometres and they'll be at the foot of the last climb, the Côte de la Fosse au Loup.
Guys, the start of the climb is very steep, but it eases off after that, and the final 400 meters are flat. You'll have to push at the right moment. Good luck.
The lead group is onto the Côte de la Fosse au Loup. It will be hard for them to hold out until the line. And here's the red pennant, which means the final kilometre for the men at the front. They'll have to settle it in a sprint.
You're over-revving. Reduce the tempo or you'll pay the price.
A few minutes ago, he was first across the finishing line. Here is the winner of the inaugural stage of this Tour de France. Wout van Aert. We can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. He will climb onto the podium. He tops the standings and he will climb onto the podium.
Well done, lads. You pulled off a great performance today. Getting into the top 5 of this stage is a good...
Hello and welcome to all. We're in Brittany, the Côte d'Armor department to be precise. That will be the setting for the stage. With a finish on top of the Côte de Mur de Bretagne, there's no doubt that today's winner will be among the best punchers in the peloton.
Guys, today it's almost flat all the way to the final circuit. There's 2 climbs at Mur de Bretagne, and it's on the second one that the stage victory should be decided. Enjoy yourselves.
Counter-attack attempt at the head of the peloton. The breakaway didn't get far. Watch out for counter moves. Attempt at the breakaway.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack. The head of the virtual overall standings is ours. But don't get carried away. The stage is still long.
Allez les gars, courage! Et voilà! Allez les gars, courage! Allez les gars! Allez les gars!
Allez les gars, courage! Allez, courage les gars!
Allez les gars,
Continue comme ça!
continue comme ça! Courage, on continue! Allez les gars, on continue comme ça! Allez les gars! Continuez comme ça! Lâchez rien les gars! Allez les gars! On continue comme ça! Allez les gars! Courage! Continue comme ça! Bravo les gars! Continue! Bravo les gars! Bravo les gars! Lâchez rien! Continue! Allez, on lâche rien!
In front, he's the best placed in the overall standings.
The first Polish world champion, Michał Kwiatkowski, is an excellent puncher, comfortable on all types of terrain. He has notably won Milan-San Remo, the Amstel Gold Race, 2 Strade Bianche, as well as the Classica San Sebastian.
This stage is fairly uneventful. If you think that nothing special is going to happen, you can advance the clock to the closing kilometers. You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. You still have 2 kilometers before you reach the summit.
On continue comme ça.
Lâchez rien.
You seem to be the best puncher in the group. You should be able to move to the front. Here's the positions over the last climb. I'm going to take a nap. Wake me if something happens.
The next climb is classified as 4th category. That means 1 point to be had for the mountains classification.
He too seems interested in the stage win. His teammates are also riding hard.
Allez les gars, courage.
Well done! You took the last climb. It prevents our competitors from stealing too many points.
Another classified climb is in sight for the head of the race. Once again, there will be 1 point to be gleaned for the first rider over the top.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy for an attack.
The front of the race is in the feed zone.
The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton.
The breakaway is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars. Courage.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out
Allez
till
les
the
gars,
end.
courage. Allez les gars. Allez les gars. Allez les gars.
Last time check with the breakaway. 1 minute.
Continuez comme ça.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint.
Okay, if the pace is too fast, I won't insist.
The gap is growing. Don't worry. They're not well placed in the overall standings.
The breakaway is managing to hold off the peloton. The gap seems to have stabilized.
The breakaway is unlikely to go all the way, guys. Watch out for counter moves.
Allez les gars. On continue. Continuez comme ça. Allez. Allez les gars.
King of the Mountain sprint in 2 kilometers for the breakaway group.
The riders will soon be at the foot of the Côte de Mur. However, before that, there's a small fourth category climb to be dealt with.
Allez courage, on continue les gars. Lâchez rien.
We'll have to keep something in reserve if we want to get away in the final kilometers.
Les voilà. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
The first passage across the top of the Mur de Bretagne climb will earn points for the mountains classification. But there will also be bonuses for the general classification. 8, 5 and 2 seconds for the first 3 riders.
The peloton is 2 kilometers from the top of the climb.
Breakaway over.
We need to score points for the polka dot jersey. It's essential if we want to strengthen our position as leader. The leader was in danger, but he's once again leading the overall standings. breakaway by the yellow jersey. What's he trying to do? He's been dropped. The stage is too much for him. He's asked his teammates to chase you down because you're dangerous to the overall standings. You're going to have to try and hold out.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
The last 10 kilometers. We are heading for a grouped finish. Try to take points for the green jersey.
Attack. No need to ask questions. He's moving on to the attack.
Attack by the yellow jersey. He's no doubt trying to widen the gap on the leaderboard. We've got to react straight away.
Allez les gars, courage. Lâchez rien, allez.
Continuez comme ça, les gars. Les voilà.
C'est bien.
Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
Courage, on continue.
Allez les gars.
It's no doubt a bunched peloton that will begin the Mur de Bretagne climb in a few kilometres.
Just 5 more kilometers. Stay well positioned to avoid losing time due to a break.
Courage, on continue. Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Allez. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars.
And we're off. The peloton is on to the final climb.
Allez, continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, les voilà.
He's trying to get out of the peloton. Watch out. And here's the red pennant for the men at the front. Victory will be decided in a sprint.
Over-revving. Reduce the tempo or you'll pay the price. You almost look out of strength. Look after yourself if you want to avoid a blow-up.
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome him warmly. He's in sparkling. He tops the stand. He will climb onto the... We can say that...
This result is clearly not up to my expectations. It isn't catastrophic, but when you've got
Hello and welcome to all. Given the profile of today's stage, it's clear that the sprinters will have ambitions for victory. It will be very surprising if they don't harness their teammates to target a mass sprint in Pontivy.
Okay, guys, it's not going to be the most exciting of days. The sprinters team will manage the early breakaway to set up a sprint finish, and there shouldn't be any surprises. Have a nice day.
The time gap with the head of the race is stable.
On flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen.
The time gap with the head of the race is stable.
The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
The breakaway is losing ground. Time difference between the peloton and the breakaway is steady.
The breakaway is upping the tempo at the head of the race. It doesn't intend to be caught up that easily.
The breakaway is losing ground. The breakaway is 10 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. The first 15 score points at the intermediate sprint. The first will pocket 20 points.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Watch out. You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end.
The head of the race has 1.5 minutes lead on the peloton. The riders will soon be going head-to-head on the final classified climb of the day, a 4th category ascent that offers 1 point.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win.
The front of the race passes in front of the 20-kilometre sign. It will be difficult to withstand the return of the peloton. The breakaway is in the sight of the peloton. There's little chance to hold off the sprinters' teams. The sprinters' teams have the situation in hand. The sprint is inevitable.
Allez les gars, courage!
Watch the demeanor of the other sprinters to know when to launch your sprint. If you start too soon, you will be unable to continue your effort to the line. If you start too late, you will not have time to work your way to the front. The final straight is 1.5 kilometers, guys. Perfect for a sprint. However, before that, there are a few bends. The peloton could get strung out. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax.
Bunched peloton. Watch out, is trying to catch up the sprinters. The sprinters' teams have managed this stage perfectly. 5 kilometres out, the peloton is bunched and everything is in place for a mass sprint.
Just 5 more kilometers. Get ready to sprint. We need to score points for the green jersey.
The sprinters are ready to fight it out. Well positioned on the wheel of their team members, they'll soon be burning rubber. The red pennant for the peloton.
Go, 1 kilometer. Give it all you've got.
He succeeded in avoiding. He will climb onto the. He's in sparkling form. He will climb onto the. We can say that.
It was a stage on which we could really have shone, and we don't even finish in the top 10?
Hello, cycling fans everywhere. For this trip across the Ille-et-Vilaine department, the riders won't be needing the small chain ring. There are no obstacles on the menu, and as usual in this sort of situation, we can expect to see the sprinters go head-to-head for stage victory.
Okay, guys, there's no need for any complicated diagrams today. It's totally flat and it will finish in a sprint. I reckon that you can take it easy and sit on the wheel in front.
The time gap between the peloton and the breakaway is decreasing. The first classified climb carries a 4th category label. There will be 1 point for the polka dot jersey.
The gap is increasing. We don't need to ride for now. There's nobody dangerous for us in the breakaway.
The breakaway is losing ground.
On flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen.
At the front of the race, it's time to pick up something to eat. The breakaway is losing ground.
Is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage win. The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. The head of the race is 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint.
Et voilà! Courage! On continue! Bravo les gars! Allez les gars, courage!
Last time check with the breakaway, 1 minute.
Here's the winner of the intermediate sprint. Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer. The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
The first rider to the top of the next climb will pocket 1 point for the climber's jersey. Another 20 kilometers, and it's not looking good for the breakaway. With this gap, it's hard to believe that it can hold out until the finish.
The gap is decreasing, guys. The peloton should be there for the stage. Guys, the last bend is 900 meters from the finishing line. You're going to have to be up front to have any chance of victory. Afterwards, it will be impossible to get forward. Watch the demeanor of the other sprinters to know when to launch your sprint. If you start too soon, you will be unable to continue your effort to the line. If you start too late, you will not have time to work your way to the front.
5 kilometres for the peloton.
Just 5 more kilometres. Get ready to sprint. We need to score points for the green jersey.
Three kilometres for the peloton. The sprint is inevitable. It's the red pennant. The sprint will be launched.
Go, 1 kilometre. Give it all you've got.
He is all smiles as he climbs onto the... He's in sparkling. He's in sparkling. He's in sparkling. He will climb onto the...
Well done, guys. It's a nice podium place today. I was expecting to see you towards the front, but not necessarily on the podium. Today's result is most unsatisfactory. If things had gone our way, I reckon that we could have got into the top.
Hello and welcome to all. With no classified difficulties along the route, a mass sprint seems to be the logical outcome of this stage. However, with wind forecast on the second half of the route, it's highly likely that the sprinted peloton will enter Châteauroux.
The peloton doesn't seem to want to let the lead group get away. Some teams must think that there are too many people up front. Watch out! You're not going to be able to attack for much longer.
The peloton has caught up. There's no more escapees.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite.
There's an attack behind.
Allez.
Allez, 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 allez. Oui, on est avec toi. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars. Courage. Allez les gars. Courage. On continue. Bravo les gars.
Even though he may not be in the grand tradition of the pure Colombian climbers, Fernando Gaviria is nevertheless one of the most competitive sprinters in the peloton.
It looks like you've got an exit slip from the peloton. It's riding quietly. To target the overall standings, do not strain yourself during flat stages in order to keep the maximum in reserve for when the mountains come around.
Okay, we'll relay.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. On flat stages, that's not where you see the most drama. You can accelerate forward if you think that nothing important will happen. Guys, you're 3 kilometers from the intermediate sprint. Puncture! Puncture! No, just kidding. It was to wake up the mechanic.
Looks like the breakaway still has some gas left. It's still able to widen the gap.
The peloton peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Okay, we'll relay flat out.
Allez, courage les gars.
Okay, we'll relay. Okay, we'll relay.
Less than 20 kilometers left for the group at the front. "15 kilometers from the finish for the group at the front."
The riders up front still have something left. They're upping the pace to try to hold out till the end. The wind is still going strong. Stay well placed. Now it's straight all the way to Chateau Roux.
The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race. Last kilometre.
Allez, continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça, les gars, on est avec vous.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
Allez les gars, allez, go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Lâchez rien, allez. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Bravo les
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
courage. Allez les gars. Courage, on continue. Allez les gars. Courage, on continue.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez le go. Courage, on continue. Allez les gars. Allez les gars. Allez les gars, courage.
Lâchez rien.
Allez, continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Lâchez rien les gars. Allez.
Allez les gars, on continue là, plus vite, plus vite. Allez les gars, allez-y, allez-y.
Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars.
Allez, courage les gars.
Lâchez rien. Allez.
Allez les gars.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite les gars, c'est bien. Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars.
Allez les gars, courage.
Les voilà. Allez. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez comme ça. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars.
Allez, courage les gars. Continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
Lâchez rien. Allez les gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez.
On continue.
Courage, on continue, on continue. Bravo, courage,
Les voilà. Continuez comme ça.
lâchez rien, allez.
Allez les gars. Allez les gars, on continue.
Courage, allez, allez, on continue les gars, on continue.
Understood. Stick to the wheels in front, whatever happens.
Allez les gars, courage.
Lâchez rien. Allez les gars. Allez, courage, on continue les gars. Bravo les gars, courage.
Plus vite. Allez les gars, courage.
Allez les gars. Continuez comme ça. Courage, allez, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Les voilà. Allez les gars. Allez les gars. Allez les gars, go, allez on y va. Bravo les gars, c'est bien. Courage. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars. Continuez le go. Allez, courage.
Understood. Stick to the wheels in front, whatever happens.
Allez, courage les gars, allez plus vite. Les voilà.
He succeeded in avoiding all the pitfalls to win today. He will climb onto the podium to receive his jersey and a kiss from the hostesses. He's amongst the lead. He tops the standing. He's amongst the...
It was a stage on which we could really have shone, and we don't even finish in the top 10? It's a pity.
Hello everyone. On this stage, reserved exclusively to the roads of the 1 department, the riders have got their work cut out for them. With climbs spread along the whole length, notably the Grand Colombier, they're going to have to tough it out, and nobody can afford an off day. The mountains don't scare him. He's already trying to escape.
If one of the big favourites for the Tour tries to escape, his direct rivals will get their teammates to ride. This is why the big players wait for the end before attacking.
A good ruler with not too bad a punch. He should still try to get away before the finish because he's not so fast in a sprint. 1.5 minutes for the breakaway. It might just work.
His team is at full throttle. They have no one at the front.
Allez les gars, on continue là, plus vite, plus vite.
Bravo les gars! Courage, on continue!
Allez les gars, on continue.
Allez les gars, courage!
Allez les gars, courage.
His best chance of victory is to try a breakaway from far out.
Allez les gars, courage!
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
He should get his teammates to ride hard behind you. It might be a little too early to attack, unless you mean to toughen up the race.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez, allez.
World champion at both junior and under-23 level, Matej Moric is reputed for his unequalled qualities as a descender. It's not over. There's a counter-attack. He has ambitions for the polka dot jersey.
Allez, allez, allez les gars, courage. Continuez comme ça. Ouais. Allez les gars,
Dan Martin is undoubtedly one of the best punchers in the peloton, but you must also watch out for him in the mountains.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Allez les gars, courage.
He's the best placed in the overall standings amongst those at the head of the race. It is not always a good idea to be too many in a breakaway, as the others will not necessarily want to cooperate with us.
He's one of the best punchers, but he's also very comfortable in the mountains. Like most of his Colombian compatriots, Sergio Higuita is a slightly built rider who's at his best when the road starts to rise. The first difficulty of the day is classified as second category. The riders will share 5, 3, 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey. Labelled as puncher, he does very well in the mountains and has a good turn of speed. The first Polish world champion, Michał Kwiatkowski, is an excellent puncher, comfortable on all types of terrain. He has notably won Milan-San Remo, the Amstel Gold Race, 2 Strade Bianche, as well as the Classica San Sebastian. A good ruler, he doesn't really have a strong point that would scare opponents.
You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. There's plenty of damage at the back of the peloton. It will be a long day in the saddle for those who fall behind. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you will hit the wall. Here's the positions over the last climb.
Excellent descender, very good climber and good ruler, Vincenzo Nibali is an all-round rider. He's also one of the few riders to have won the 3 Grand Tours. Good puncher and tireless attacker, Tim Valens is a rider who never throws in the towel.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway.
Only the first 4 riders to the top will score points in mountain standings.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
The next climb is classified as third category. There will be 2 and 1 point available towards the polka dot jersey.
Okay, I'll follow on the attack.
Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
The race leaders are approaching the intermediate sprint.
You're coming up to the intermediate sprint. Keep your eyes open.
The next difficulty is also classified as third category. First 2 to the top score 2 and 1 point towards the polka dot jersey.
They're riding hard behind. This is... He's no longer virtual leader of the general classification. You were first over the top of the climb. That's good.
The Côte de Gay also earns 2 and 1 point for the mountain standing.
You're not doing your share of the work. So the others no longer want to ride. Anyway, we're into the final kilometers. We can forget any ideas of cooperation. His teammates have a handle on things for the overall standings. It will be difficult to increase the gap.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Here's the positions over the last climb. The end of the stage is not far off. Stay awake. It will soon start to move in the peloton.
The riders are now at the foot of the Grand Colombier, with almost 13 kilometres at 6.8% and sections close to 15. The favourites should take the opportunity to open hostilities. Although it's less well-known than the Alpine passes, the Grand Colombier is considered one of the most difficult climbs in France. The head of the race is entering 3 less demanding kilometres. Time for a short rest before hitting gradients of 15%. The Grand Colombier is classified all category. There will be a maximum of 20 points to be earned for the polka dot jersey.
Okay, I'll follow in the attack.
He's being left behind. It's good news for the overall standings.
Okay, I'll consume a feed.
Allez, vas-y. Il en est là en dessus. Continue comme ça.
You're 2 kilometers from the sun. Go on, another push.
Okay, we'll consume a feed.
One kilometre from the summit, and it's a lone rider that should go over the top in front.
Okay, I'll put in a big acceleration.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up. Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall.
Continue comme ça.
The descent is long and fast. It will take the riders to Angle 4, from where there will be 8 kilometres left in the race.
Allez, on attaque, allez, on se bouge.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
Allez, plus vite. Continue comme ça. Bravo les gars. Allez les gars, courage. Allez les gars, courage. Allez, courage, on continue les gars. Allez les gars, on continue. Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars, c'est bravo les gars. Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars. Continue comme ça. Allez.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Ouais. Continuez comme ça.
Allez les gars, courage.
Continuez
His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap.
Only 8 kilometres left for the head of the race. It's flat all the way to Cologne.
The time gap with the head of the race isn't changing, lads. Only 5 kilometers left for the race leaders.
Okay, I'll follow any attacks.
Bravo, les gars! Continue comme ça! Allez! Bravo, les gars! Allez, les gars, courage!
On continue.
Allez, les gars,
Allez les
courage!
gars, on continue comme ça.
Allez, les gars,
C'est bien.
on continue comme
Allez, les
ça!
gars, courage. Bravo les gars.
There's only 2 kilometres left for the man at the front. He can savour his victory. He won't be caught.
Okay, I'll follow any attacks.
Here comes the red pennant.
The breakaway is 1 kilometer from the finishing line. Watch out! You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
Acceleration at the front of the peloton. No falling asleep.
Allez,
Ladies and gentlemen, let us welcome. We can say that he tops the standings. We can say that he's in sparkling form.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hope that we play a leading...
Hello to all. With a formidable triptych of Côte de Mont-Saxonais, Col de Rome and Col de la Colombière, the first alpine stage of this Tour de France is already an important rendezvous for the contenders for final victory. Perhaps, by the end of the day, some will have abandoned all hopes of yellow in Paris. The mountains don't scare him. He's already trying to escape. New attack behind. The riders are already hard at work because the stage begins with a king of the mountain summit that is classified as second category. There will be 5 points to be had for the first to the top. Labelled as puncher, he does very well in the mountains and has a good turn of speed.
You've got 1 minute 30 over the peloton. It turned out to be a good move.
Okay, but give me time to move up a bit. I'm not well placed.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack. Keep an eye on him. He's the best climber in the breakaway. Here's the positions over the last climb. They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. The others are fed up because you're not making enough effort. They'll no doubt try and drop you. If you don't take more relays, you will disrupt the breakaway. And you'll have no chance of going all the way.
The breakaway can't widen the gap.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed.
Dan Martin is undoubtedly one of the best punchers in the peloton. But you must also watch out for him in the mountains.
Understood. We'll stick to the wheels in front, whatever happens.
You must constantly try to shelter from the wind, so as not to consume energy. This is what allows a rider to edge clear at the end of the race. The guys with you are upping the tempo. They're going to try to manage the time gap. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponent. Excellent. You increase your lead on the overall climber standings.
Understood. We'll stick to the wheels in front, whatever happens.
Given that there's not much happening, lads, I think that I could follow you on a bike. At least now that there's some downhill.
The intermediate sprint is approaching. It's probably the last time we'll see the sprinters at the front of the peloton today, because afterwards the riders will begin the daunting triptych Côte de Mont-Saxonais, Col de Rome, Col de la Colombière.
Watch out. You'll soon have no more energy to attack.
The Côte de Mont-Saxonais is not a long climb, but it's very steep. It will certainly tire the organisms before the demanding Rome and Colombière sequence of mountain passes.
They're riding hard behind. This isn't the moment to relax. Tempo is increasing at the head of the race. The breakaway riders will try and manage the time gap. You are 2 kilometers from the summit. Watch your opponents. He's still got something in the tank. He's putting his foot down in the relays.
Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Allez les gars, courage. Allez, courage les gars.
Reduce speed a bit, otherwise you'll hit the wall. You seem to be running on empty. Lift your foot if you don't want to blow up.
With the Col de Rome and the Col de la Colombière, 2 mountain passes whose average slope is over 8%, the final phase of the stage is very demanding, and there could be plenty of damage. The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end.
His team is riding for the overall standings. The front of the race will struggle to widen the gap.
Allez, continuez comme ça. Les voilà.
Lâchez rien, allez.
Oh le logo. Allez les gars, courage. Bravo les gars.
Lâchez rien.
Allez les gars,
Bravo,
on continue
courage,
comme
on
ça.
continue.
Oh les gars, allez les gars, courage.
On continue les gars, on continue.
Courage, on continue. Allez les gars, courage.
Courage, on continue, courage.
Allez les gars, courage, continue. Oui, allez, allez-vous.
Allez les gars, on continue comme ça. Allez les gars, courage.
Courage.
Allez les gars.
Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars. Bravo les gars. Continuez comme ça. Continuez comme ça. Forza ragazzi, coraggio. Forza ragazzi, che duro. Forza ragazzi, continuate. Forza grandissima vittoria.
Forza ragazzi,
Non mollate. Go, go, go. Allez, on y va.
Brilliant, you're really going for it. Come on, look. Faster.
On y va, on y va, on y va, on y va.
Okay, I'll consume a feed. He'll get his team to ride behind you, but it's worth a try.
Allez les gars, courage.
There will be 10 mountain jersey points for the riders first over the top.
Continuez comme ça. Allez, allez les gars.
The peloton is riding hard. Stay well placed. The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit. I don't know if it's a bluff, but the breakaway looks to be increasing the pace at the front of the race.
The ascent of the Colombière is underway. Final ascent of the day, and it's here that the killer blow must be landed, because the descent towards the Grand Bornard shouldn't allow the positions at the summit to be changed. The percentages met during the ascent are regularly above 10%, a pure climber's paradise. One and a half minutes lead for the head of the race over the favourites. The first 6 riders at the top will pocket the points towards the polka dot jersey. There will be 10, 8, 6, 4, 2 and 1 point to be gained. The riders up front have a 1 minute lead on the favourites group. There will be time bonuses at the top of the climb. 8, 5 and 2 seconds for the general classification. The gap between the favourites group and the front is 30 seconds.
Courage, on continue.
The front of the race is 2 kilometers from the summit.
The lead rider has 30 seconds on the favourites. One kilometre from the summit, and nobody's managed to get away on their own. Will someone manage to break clear on the way down?
He's putting his foot on the pedal because he's a danger to the overall standing.
The advance of the lead group should be enough to carry it to the end. The gap is 1 minute between the favourites and the guy in the front. Here we go. The lead rider begins the descent towards the finish. He's going to have to go full pelt if he wants to win, because his chasers are right behind him.
We've got enough of a points lead for the polka dot jersey. There's no way we can lose it today. Keep it up. The favorites are 1 minute behind your group. He's chasing after you. You must hold out. Go, go!
Oui, on est avec toi.
We're at the bottom of the descent and one man is alone in the lead. The chasers aren't far, so he can't let up before the line.
You're 1 minute 30 ahead of the group with the favorites.
The red pennant is in sight for the front of the race.
Watch out! You're not going to be able to ride out of the saddle for much longer. This is the last kilometer. Go, go! One more effort!
Ladies and gentlemen, applaud him loudly. We can say that everything is going well for we can say that everything is going well for him at the moment. Here's the polka dot jersey of this Tour de France. Michal Kwiatkowski tops the standings.
Well done, lads. Congratulations to you. I hoped that we'd play a leading role, but from that to win this stage, you have put in a... It'll be a very demanding day for everyone. Several mountain passes and a summit finish await you. This is a key stage for the general classification. You will have to be there on the final climb if we are to do well. We're able to follow the best and aim for top 5.
Have a good day, guys. Go! Go!